Good to see you. My name's Jordy. I am half of FNC Speaks, or Speak. Still workshopping that, but I think it's Speak. And I'm just here to share my story, to continue on this journey and share that with you guys, or whoever's watching this, and to show you that it can be done. This isn't going to be your regular avant-garde, podcast or motivation. Really, this is just going to be me being real, raw, and authentic, and sharing what I'm going through, or what we're going through, because this is two people running this. You'll see a lot of me on YouTube, on the clips, on social media, but it's a two-man show. I'm a senior in college with around 20 months. I'm a senior in college with around 20 days before I graduate, so 3 weeks. And I've done a lot of interviews. I had an internship last summer and no job offers currently. But I'm still applying. And on top of that, I'm starting this. The other half of this channel texts me at 2 a.m. and says, let's do something. And I say, let's do it. They're also a college senior studying finance. I'm studying international business. The reason we're doing this is because we're also not comfortable with staying comfortable. We want to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm still applying to jobs, like I said, but I'm also setting up other challenges for myself, this being one of them. The other one being that I am starting to learn Portuguese. I speak a little bit of Chinese, fluent in Spanish and English, but when I say speak a little bit of Chinese, it's because I got there and I deemed it to be too hard and I stopped. It wasn't. I probably, if I kept with it, even just little by little, 5 minutes every single day, I'd probably be really good at it now. And this is to tell you the same thing. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you can be rich, you can make $10,000 a month, you can, you're a killer. I'm just here to tell you that I'm a first generation college student. And I'm going to get my degree, God willing. And I'm going to make it. And you're going to make it. But you can't sit there and be okay with being sedentary. For a lot of people, success is financial, and that's okay. Personally, for me, it's more than that. I want to be, invested in my culture, where I'm from. I want to be invested and be able to be well-read. Be in a room and not know what's going on, to me, is horrible. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to ask questions, which so many people don't know how to do nowadays, which is one of the things that I want to talk about, things that I learned. But I want to be able to be in that room and also have a voice with whoever it is, whether it be the girl you like, the guy you like, your bosses, or just a group that you're working on, if you're in school, whatever it is. That's the purpose of this channel. We'll have motivational content, we'll have financial content, not advice, just things that we're working on. Again, the other half is a finance student. My point to this is I want you to do the same thing. Not study what we're studying, or maybe you don't want to go to school and that's not the route you're taking, and that's okay. But being uncomfortable with being comfortable. And in reverse, learning to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. I spent 2 months in Puerto Rico over the summer for an internship. Now, for a lot of people, this might be, that's awesome, dude. Like, it's a dream come true. What people don't know is the very high upfront cost that went into it. And being in a place with people I didn't know for the first time, and all I knew was how to speak Spanish. What I'm trying to tell you is, whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be going to the gym, which I recently started doing again, and it's been huge, or learning a new language, which I'm doing right now with Portuguese, that I want to hold myself accountable, and I will hold myself accountable here. It could be the simplest thing as picking up a book, which I personally also haven't done in months, maybe a year, which I want to do again. Do it. Now, I'm not saying just do it like Nike or, the Shia LaBeouf video. I genuinely mean, don't be okay with being stationary, with being sedentary. Be okay with putting yourself out there. Be okay with doing things that 2 months ago, a month ago, you wouldn't have thought of doing. It can literally be anything. Fishing if it's still warm where you're from, which I gotta get back into because I love doing it, but I stopped. It can even be simple as setting a goal, which is what I'm doing right now. It's the simplest thing is that it's setting a goal. It can even be something as getting a higher rank in a video game. So many people are going to tell you, put the video games down, start investing, whatever. All I'm here to tell you is that if you're gold ranked and you want to hit diamond, you start grinding. Start doing it. Start playing the matches, start playing the ranked games. Warm up on casual. Get a stack with you. And that applies to everything. If you're doing bad in school right now, or if you know you could be doing better at your job, or you want that promotion, and you want that position, or if you want somebody to start looking at you different, or you want to make new friends, do it. You know, in those casual matches, start talking to new people. Start asking more questions. Start being curious about different languages or something, maybe something you want to learn or a book you want to read. And then when you hop into those ranked matches or you start execute and follow through. Go out there and just approach people. Start talking to them. Or at work, start asking what you can do. Or with a language, pick up Duolingo, which is what I did. It's a pretty strange metaphor, and maybe you don't understand what I was saying, but you understood, the execution portion of it. The point is, the only way it won't get done is if you don't want to do it. And I'm guilty of that. I left Chinese maybe 10% of the way in. I stopped going to the gym 2 months ago. I had an assignment that was due in August that I got an extension for until November, late November for the end of the semester, which I thought, I'll do it in second week of August. I just got it done a week ago, and that was the first time I actually started going. That was the first day I went back to the gym. I felt motivated. I felt disciplined again. I got back, I showered, I sat down, I knocked it out. It wasn't even that long. It was 4 pages of a reflection of my internship in Puerto Rico. But you get so comfortable that this tiny task seemed so huge. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not saying go pump iron or whatever. If you want to do that, by all means do it. Feel free to reach out to us. But if your goal is even to just getting on the treadmill and doing 12-3-30 or 12-3-20, which is personally what I do because 30 is a lot for me right now, but I'm working up, do it. Even if it's 12-3-10 or just 0 incline, 3 miles an hour for 10 minutes, do that for a month or a week or 2 weeks. Then the third week, maybe raise the incline. Maybe do it for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Or maybe make the speed 5 miles an hour. The idea of making things harder little by little or progressively overloading applies to everything. If there is no challenge, there's no need to evolve. And I don't want to sound corny, but I'm being serious. If it's not difficult, there's no reason for you to get better at it with any skill, right? That's kind of what this channel is going to be about. Documenting maybe some of my experience that I've had before, recently, what I did. To share that with you. Or challenges that I faced, addictions, whatever it was. I'll get into that later, but my point here is to just be real and authentic with you. And keep myself accountable. Well, trying to get a job, trying to graduate, but building a brand. Something I can be proud of. And the biggest thing for me is that I just want to bless one person. That's it. One comment saying that somebody felt motivated, that somebody felt convicted, whatever it is. That is enough for me. Financial gain, whatever it is after, can come later. This video might be seen by 10 people. This video might be seen by 15 people. However many it is, I just want you to know, thank you. And I hope that this serves for us to both do the same thing. You and me. And my partner. But that is my goal, is to bless you. In any form, any capacity. Even if it's just, you know what, I'm going to go to sleep earlier tonight. I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep tonight. Or I'm going to eat an apple today. That's all. So thank you for being here with me and listening. And I hope I even spurred the smallest amount of motivation or conviction from you. So that's it for me. Cheers.